So guys, we'll now find out how to measure area and volume in this use case, and we'll also browse memory. I'll keep this tutorial short, otherwise you guys will get bored viewing multiple long tutorials. So it is better to get an overall idea of how to use the tool, and as and when you buy and use the tool, you can explore it further. If I explain everything, then you will find it boring, and even I don't know what that triangulation and two or three types of triangles are there in the menu. I don't know that. So let us begin. Now we are trying to measure area. So basically I am sitting perpendicular to my I'm facing this pillar. I'm turning it on. Now that I turn it on, I'm pressing the menu button. I'm trying to measure the length of my portico. So let us say the angle is approximately 0 degrees. And you can see three things here. You see feet, you see feet square, and you see this rectangle. So I'm measuring area. So I'm measuring my chair from the distance of this pillar. And from the pillar, I am trying to maybe measure, I'll take that pillar as a reference because, approximately that will be the width and this will be the length or whatever, or the opposite. So now let me press it for the light to point. What is going to happen is when I press this light, when I press this, the light will show up here, and when I press it again, it will measure and the light will turn off, and that measurement will show up here, and it will repeat again here. So length into breadth becomes area. So look at this. I turn it on. You can see the light here, and you can see the light on the pillar. So here there is no measurement yet, but now I'll hit the button. So I get a sound. It says I have measured, and it turned off the light, or rather light is on, and it says 3.5 feet. Now let me face here. You can see one value is filled. Now let me face here, and this can measure up to 40 feet. And if now the laser light is turned on, how do I show you that it is turned on? Okay, I am able to see it. I don't know that if you can see it. I can see it on the pillar. I press once more. It's measured, and now it says from my location it has measured 16 feet into 3 feet. So basically the approximate area of my portico is 56 feet. See, technically speaking, I am sitting in the middle of the portico. I am measuring to one pillar, and I am not moving around. I am diagonally pointing to the other pillar, and basically this angle is 35 degrees. So it's all wrong, but just for the purpose of illustration, I am able to measure area. Now let us measure volume. Say for example, I want to measure the size of my portico. Now I'll go to the option, and see, as I press this button multiple times, if you can see at the top, it is telling me different menus are there. So I press this. Now basically a triangular menu comes, or a double triangle menu comes, which I don't know, and this is a different kind of a triangle which I don't know, but it's a rotating menu, so it will come back to the first option. It's a rotating menu because there's only one button. If there were two buttons like left arrow and right arrow, you will not have a rotating button. You will have a simple menu. See, the first one takes me to area. I press it once more. It takes me to volume. So how do we know it as volume? You have length, you have breadth, and you have height, and therefore the calculation is volume. So now let me press. The light is already on. So I point to the pillar and I say click. If you can see here, I'll first measure this, then I will measure that pillar, then I will measure the top. So it will give me the volume of this room called the portico. Okay, so let us start. Here I click, and I'll do it really fast, guys. Just an illustration, so don't take it seriously. See, I click. It gives me one value. Did it? It didn't. So let me click now. Because the light was off, it turned on. Because I think in between it automatically turns off for optimizing power. So I press the button, it does the measurement, then it says tick. That means I am done with my job, it is basically telling me. And therefore it says 3.1 feet. Now I'll point to the other pillar. I think the light is on. As you can see, the light is on. So now let me see. I am seeing it, and I'll press button. What did it do? It didn't do it. Okay. It says error. It says error because maybe when it was recording, I shaked it. So when the light is on and I click it, then it starts measuring. If I make it shaky, it will say error. So I will again point the light, and I'll click, then let it measure and then it said done. It will say either success or failure depending on whether I shake when it is measuring. So this time it says it has correctly measured. It says 53 feet. Now don't worry, it's not 53 feet, it's an erratic measurement. Now I'm pointing to the ceiling. Now at the third value at the top will get filled, and once the third value is filled, the volume of this room will come here. This open space called the portico will come here. Look at this, the light is there. And see, now basically the three values are filled. It is 5 feet, 16 feet, 3 feet. So basically it is 262 square foot cube. So now let us go back to memory. So what does memory have? 1 plus is memory. So here if you see there are two values stored here. So if you do minus, it goes to the first value. You do minus again, it goes to the second value. You do plus again, it goes to the first value. I don't think they should give such dirty options. Plus should increase and minus should decrease, because you can't have a rotating menu when you have 2 buttons. And so what is this telling us? If you look at the screen, there are 3 values here. 2 in small font, 1 in big font. 2 in small font means length and width. Therefore, the first screen is telling you area. And if you press this again, you have 3 values. And this length, width, height. So this is telling you volume. If you have just a linear measurement, that will show up on value 3. So this is the end of the tutorial, guys. And if you want, you can erase the values by pressing the C button. So 2 became 1 here. It starts at the top, it eliminates the most recent value, and I press it once more, it becomes 0, and hard press switches it off. Thank you, gentlemen, for viewing this, and thanks Shashi for reminding me to use this. I forced myself today. I had bought this 2 months ago and always procrastinating it, and I was a bit scared also. I don't know how to use it. But finally, it gave me a realization that tools like this, you can't go by their short guides, which are written in many languages and come on a small piece of paper. It is useless to everybody. Only professionals can generally use them. But if you explore them, we can also use them very easily. We don't need any menu for it. We just need to know what overall concepts are. And other than that, I mean, basically, when you learn a tool like this, I think it is get to understand the user interface and go by use cases, because user interfaces are very badly designed. And most importantly, be careful with the laser. Please don't give it to children. If they point it in somebody's eyes, those people's eyes can be hurt. Please don't give this device to your children. Thank you, gentlemen. Good evening.